All righty. If this is working, good morning, Keller Williams. Hey, we're going to go over something we talked about actually last time we were together, tag triggers. Unfortunately, my recording didn't work, and I wanted to share that with more people. So if you've already seen all this, hang around. We're going to have a little bit of a mastermind and some thought processing after we walk through the process on how to do it, on what might it work well for. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Tim Lester. I'm the MCTT at Midland and Odessa. We're going to have Courtney with us, who is our agent services and all other things in Midland. She's going to join us a little bit later, but I want to start off and go through the simple process of a tag trigger. Now, what is a tag trigger? A tag trigger is when you add a tag and it automatically just connects them to a smart plan. So in real life, you might have a lead source. It might come in through that lead. You click on that tag and it put them on a smart plan you pre-built. What do those look like? What's the value? How can we use those best in our day-to-day business? It's going to differ from agent to agent, but I'm going to show you an example today that we're going to use at the leadership level that I think you could pretty easily adapt to any usage level of any agent or team. So moving forward, I'm going to share my screen with you. Here we go. And you don't need to see my face, so here we go. Okay, so we are in command. So agent.kw.com, we're going to go to smart plans. Again, if you don't know what these little symbols on the left mean, you can always click on the red KW and it will define out what they are. But we want to be in smart plans today. Today we're talking about automation, how to make things easier, how to be more successful with less work. So I'm going to talk about one way that I plan on using this, and actually we're in the middle of implementing it right now, is with new agents. So I'm going to create a new smart plan. Now, you do not have to create a new smart plan. You can go to the library here and steal someone else's smart plan, and you should. There's some fantastic smart plans out here that are just awesome. So if you find one you like and you want to use it, just come over here, hit the add to smart plan, and you'll be able to use it. And you can set it up with a tag trigger, so a tag that you've already created. So I'm going to make a new one. It's a very simple, quick, easy smart plan for new agents. So in this smart plan, I'm going to have two steps. I'm going to have an email and a text message. So the first thing I want to happen is I want it to send a text message. And it's going to say, welcome to KW Midland, Odessa. This is Tim Lester. Let's say Tim Lester's business text line. And I can't wait to meet with you to help you on your journey. By the way, I type really slow, so if you're just now getting this, I also misspell things regularly, like business. I don't know if y'all struggle with did-I-ness, but I do. And then what I'd like to do is I would normally put my Calendly link. I'm not going to put that up right now, but I would put a Calendly link where they can click on that and schedule a one-on-one. Same thing with the email, because we know some people ignore text, some people love emails. So we'll hit send email. I'm going to go simple text. You could come into designs and find one that you've already made or make one yourself, but we're going to do simple email for this. And again, it's Tim Lester. I am the pet trainer here. Feel free to email me with questions, and I would love help. More in there, think through these smart plans, but they don't have to be difficult. Don't have to make this super complicated. Get yourself a good smart plan and get yourself through that, and you'll be awesome. So we're going to come up here and hit the add trigger event. this is the big update. Add trigger event. When a tag is assigned to a contact, they will automatically be put onto the smart plan. So let's pick a tag, and I'm going to go with the agent. One thing of note, if that tag is already on somebody, it's not going to automatically start this smart plan. You would have to remove the tag and add it back. So don't just assume because you've already tagged them that they're going to get this. This is a from here on scenario. Okay, so we're going to hit choose trigger, confirm trigger. Whoop. Hang on. Gotta pick a different tag because I've been testing with that one too much. We'll use the Amarillo. We'll pretend like that does Midland. Okay, so anybody I tag with that Amarillo KW agent will automatically get the text message and just the nice email that we set up in the smart plan. You can add delays. So one instance that I had thought of is for kind of reminders where every week they get a reminder like, hey, if you haven't met with me yet, let me know so we can get back with you. Very simple. You just come in and add the delays. If you don't know how to do a smart plan at all, we have some great videos on that. I don't want to spend too much time on that today, but we can add delays as needed. So you can also make it repeat. And I might make it repeat until they contact me and set up a one-on-one. Might be a good idea. Either way, we're going to hit save. We now have a smart plan that will be triggered by the tag. Awesome. So now we're going to come into our contacts, and I'm going to pull up one of our contacts. I've got a couple in here. Let me turn off my filters because I filter everything that I need. I'm going to, oh, there he is right there. We've got a new contact right here. So this is Mr. New Contact. He has an email. He needs a phone number. So let's give him a phone number real fast. All right. I knew it was a fake number. System's too smart. All right. So what we'll do is simply come in here and edit. Go to our tags. We're going to put the Amarillo KW agent, which is the one that we assigned to that specific smart plan. Hit save. And what you're going to see is that smart plan fire off. I'll refresh my timeline here. Give it a couple seconds to send a text message, and it'll start sending the text message and sending the email through. So when we go to our new agent, our smart plans, we'll see that they are now subscribed to the new agent smart plan. Ready to rock and roll. This does work very well at the bulk level. So if you have an event, this is one of those times it might be super good to come in here and say, look, I want all of these people to receive an email or to start a smart plan. We have Turtle Day coming up in March, so we might go in and do that. You can filter out and then start selecting. And then you can simply go into our bulk action, add bulk tags, and you would select the tag that is associated. I'm not going to do that because some of those are real people. It's super simple, guys. This is super easy. This is also the evolution of our system to the next level of automation. One cool thing that we are working on that we should see very soon is automatic tagging from specific lead sources. So if you had a smart plan you built for all of your Facebook leads, you could set that up on that tag, and when they came in from that lead source, they would automatically be tagged as Facebook leads, which would initiate the smart plan. So this is the step forward, the movement towards automation and less man time on the database and more time with our people. It's not hard, super simple, But I wanted to talk usage cases. So I asked Courtney to come on, and we're just going to kind of talk through some ideas on what would be some good usage cases for this specific system. And if you have any thoughts, put them in the comments, and maybe we can go through those as well. So let's welcome Courtney onto the stream, and we'll just kind of talk here for a second. Hey, Courtney. You're muted.
Fixed it.
There we go.
This is the tagline for all of 2020. You're muted.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, okay, so as we were sitting here kind of thinking beforehand about tag triggers, what popped into your head about a way to use tag triggers differently?
So I think of my circle, I guess. I know agents have their sphere. In my world, I deal a lot with two big parts of my life are the theater. So I do summer mummers and things like that. So people in that area. And then also animal rescue. So people in that area. Different ideas of whether that's monthly or quarterly information that I can bring to that group of people. Or just to stay in touch with them. But those people would likely respond to different information. So I think tagging those people as far as like pet parents. If I put myself in the agent's shoes, if I've got clients that I know have pets, I may tag them as pet parents. And then as there are animal events around town, whether that's a charity fun run or a shot clinic or the pup photos with Santa, whatever that is, I can tag those people and easily send them out information regarding that. I don't want to send that information to people who don't have animals. So I think that might be an interesting use for that. Just something to build relationships more than get transactions, but still wanting to, grow your relationships with people. So yeah, I think that's kind of thinking outside the box of different areas of life, not real estate,
Awesome.
not your business.
You said something very specific there, and I liked one of the most powerful tools of tag is segmentation, segmenting out the database, making sure you're communicating with the right people at the right time. So I use Courtney in my trainings and my one-on-one all the time because I always tell people to tag their people as much as they can. You may have seen when I was sharing my screen, I have a Taco Bell tag. Yes, I do. Because we have clients that might want to have Taco Bell sometimes. But with Courtney, I always say, wouldn't it be great if you had your dog people tag dog, your cat people tag cat? That way, when there's a dog event, only the dog people would get information about it, and the cat people would get the information about a cat event. Because the cat people are probably not going to come to the dog event. So the power of tags comes down to database segmentation and being able to take 900,000, 10,000 contacts and say, I need to hit this small group with this piece of information. So one thing that I'm really passionate about that many people are firmly aware of, I love turtles. We are a sponsor of the Sea Turtle Conservatory. And so I can't tell you how many times I've been out and kind of had a quick conversation and ended up on sea turtles, and we talked through it, and they're like, man, that's a really cool partnership you have with the Sea Turtle Conservatory. Can I get some more information on that? Well, if I have them in my database, I could just create an STC, Sea Turtle Conservatory tag that I just tagged them with, and they would get an email welcoming them about it. And that email could be branded with some of my information, so in front of mine. They could get a text message. If we know when some of the events are, we could go ahead and create emails around calendar events. So this is a really cool opportunity to interact with the database in a new way. It's still very automated. We still have to think ahead and create that smart plan or steal someone else's smart plan, but it's easy as all get up to apply onto the specific agents and then get what we need to get. What are your thoughts on that?
So we do a lot of training here, obviously, but a lot of what we do is open to agents outside of Keller Williams. We always encourage our agents to invite other agents. If they have a friend who is at a different brokerage, but they think that they could benefit from a training that we're having, invite them. We're very open with our training. So, I know that agents have their sphere of people for potential business, but y'all also have a sphere of other realtors, whether that's here locally that could benefit from our local training or elsewhere that could be part of referrals. We do have the referral network, but say for some reason an agent somewhere that's maybe not with Keller Williams, but they're a good friend from high school or something, tagging them as a referral partner could be beneficial. And then as you were talking, sorry, I kind of my brain went the other direction, but I don't have kids, but a lot of people do have kids that are in school. And so those parents, you've got a group of people there that you meet, whether it's through your kids' schooling or their sports, or their extracurricular activities. Those people are other people that you may tag separately for separate information. So just, I don't know, kind of thinking of those groups of people
That's a
that you
great
interact
idea.
with all the time.
I'm totally going to interrupt you because
Yeah,
I
go
just
for
had this kind of aha moment.
I love it.
Because we had somebody asked me to be over some of my kids' soccer team, which is a joke because I'm the least athletic person in the world.
I wasn't going to say it.
Fair enough. So, but I have that information. I have names, I have phone numbers, I have email. I could totally build out a smart plan that after we can text the parents, hey, by the way, just a quick reminder, we're having practice at 6 p.m. And maybe at the beginning of that plan, I have an email, a full calendar, and the equipment list. I mean, this is really cool. This idea of being just this one group. And the idea that I can add to the smart plan, because a lot of them are probably already in my database, but all I need to do is add a tag, and now they're a part of this group. And we've segmented our database with that tag and then to a smart plan. That's awesome.
Yep. So I think just thinking outside the box of gaining business and thinking of how you could use your database in general, but specifically these tags and these smart plans to build and nurture those relationships that you already have with people in your life. Like I said, in any aspect, maybe break that down. I know Erica's got both of her kids are in sports. So she's got her volleyball people, she's got her baseball people, the people at her husband's work, so just different, I don't know, really sitting down and thinking about those different segments of your life and how those people could benefit. And like you were talking about for the kids soccer team, you're not coming at them for business, but you're using our systems to make it easy.
Absolutely.
And you're still staying in front of them.
Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, man. All right, so we talked through a couple different options, some thoughts. I would love to hear how you think tag triggers is going to help you, and if not, let's talk about this nice way to how to help your business. Because when you segment your database and target your message, it's always going to be more powerful. It's always going to be more effective. Awesome conversation today. I hope you got the process. It's not difficult. It's all part of that. I'm really looking forward to auto tags, especially with Facebook feeds and things like that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited talking with the developers. It's going to be really cool how that kind of all comes together in the end. But for now, I can start using it today. I can start adding the tags and triggering the smart plans. So very cool. I don't want to waste any more time, Courtney. Thank you very much.
I'm always interested to see how agents are using smart plans. So if you guys are using if you're implementing a smart plan that you just think is working out really well, I'd love to hear about it. Also, if it's great and you haven't shared it to the library, please do. I am a big fan of rip off and duplicate. I've got so much stuff from other market centers that I've asked for or just stolen because they put it out there for that I have either taken and implemented with y'all or am going to. A big fan of sharing information. So if you guys have a great smart plan that you're using, one, I'd love to hear about it and what your responses are that are coming in. And then I'd love for you to share it in the library. If you don't know how to do that, Tim or I can help you with that because I would love to see you sharing those smart plans with people and just sharing what you're doing that's working with other people. Or on the other hand, we don't live in a perfect world. If you have tried smart plans and didn't quite work, or there's a piece that you couldn't quite figure out, get with Tim or I as well, and we can help you, iron out those details so that you can get those smart plans going. It is such an easy way to automate your business, still with that personal touch for your sphere, your clients, anybody. If you don't have a database in Command, can't do a whole lot with smart plans. I know that's a whole nother conversation. But if your database is not in Command, get with me and we will get that figured out, because that is the foundation of using the other tools, is to have your database in there. But I love that we're thinking outside the box and thinking of how we can use our system for things other than business, just to communicate with our sphere, with our circles, just to make life more efficient, because, we've got a lot going on, and anything to make life easier, I'm a big fan of. So.
Awesome. And I think one thing I want to reinforce, it's still a touch. It may not be about business today, but you're still touching that person. You're getting those conversations in their world. You've got their front of mind. You've got real estate in their brain. So when that time comes that they do need somebody, you're there. And so as much as we don't want to make it about business, it's still about business. We're still trying to make sure that we are taking care of people and remaining front line. This is really awesome. Do you want to say, because this is going to all of our area market centers, if you all have a Courtney, you all have a Tim. If you don't know who your Tim or your Courtney is, that's okay. Reach out, let us know, and I will get you connected with the right people. I'm always available to answer any questions. I work with all of our area market centers, and I am super excited about where this is going and where we as a group are going. Let's get together, let's grow, let's go. So if you have questions, let us know. I haven't seen any pop up in the chat, but I really hope you guys are doing awesome and looking forward to our continued trainings. Thank you guys and have a great day.